Good morning, students. Today we will discuss topic continuity. That is a chapter 5, continuity and differentiability of class 12th. This is a part 1 video. For this topic continuity, we must have a knowledge of topic which we have studied in class 11th, that is limits and derivatives. If you know about the concept of limit, then you can understand very easily concept of continuity. Here I have, if you don't know about the topic limits, then you have to go through that topic and then do continuity. In this topic, let us take two informal examples to get a feel of continuity. Continuity means without break, you are plotting the graph. Here I have taken a function fx is equal to 1 if x is less than equal to 0, and it is 2 if x is greater than 0. Few students plot the graph just taking the function in mind, and they can do the graph, plot the graph. But sometimes students don't know how to plot the graph. Then in that case, you have to make the table. If x is equal to 0, then what is y? Y is equal to 1. If x is 0, y is 1. X is less than 0, then again y is 1. It means you have to take few values. Let x is equal to -1, -2, -3. You can take more if you like. Then y will be equal to 1, 1 and 1. Always y is 1 for the case x is less than equal to 0. This is a by nature function, double nature function. If x is greater than 0, whole number line is divided into two parts. First part is less than equal to 0, and second number line part is x greater than 0. For the second table, if you take greater than 0 values, then y will be equal to 2. Here is the table. X, I have taken 1, 2, 3, 4, and the y will be equal to 2, 2, and always 2. Now plot the graph for this function. You can plot the graph. If x is 0, then y is 1. I have plotted here. If x is 1, then y is 2, x is 2, y is 2, x is 3, y is 2, and so on. It means here you will get the points. You can plot the points and join the points. You will get the value by putting the in the table. This line you will get. Okay. If you plot x is equal to -1 and y is equal to 1, x is -2, y is again 1, then you will get the line this one. Now what a question is whether you can plot this graph without lifting pen or not. Here's the question. Just write, when you reach at the point very near to 2, then at x is equal to 0, the value is 1. It means on this number line, that point is not lying. Here I have drawn empty circle. It means what? The graph is up to very near to this line, not equal to 2. Because at x is equal to 0, the value is 1, not a 2. That's why here I have drawn the filled circle, and here I have drawn the empty circle. It means when I started to move from this line, on this line, at the point of this, we stop, then I have to pick the pen, then come to this point. I can't come directly from this point to this point. I can't come. So what? I have to lift the pen from here, then come to this point. Then the second line you can move. So what? It means you can't plot the graph without lifting the pen. So you will be say that the function is not continuous at x is equal to 0. Now let's take the second example. Consider the function fx is equal to 1 if x is not equal to 0. If x is 0, then y is equal to 2. It means what? You can plot the graph by making the table or without making the table. This is your wish. Here I have plotted the table. x is 0, y is 2. If x is not 0, other than 0 values, then y will be equal to 1. It means what? At x is equal to 0, y is 2. X is 0 at y is 2. Very near to 0, very near to 0 from right and from left. Always you are getting y is equal to 1. So what? At x is equal to 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 0 0.3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you are getting what? Always y is 1. In the case of minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, again you are getting what? Y is 1. But at x is equal to 0, it is not 1, it is 2. It is given to you in the function. So again, find out whether you can plot this graph without lifting the pen. If I plot the graph, this one, I can't move on this line, on this y-axis, because the y point is here, x0 then y2. So at the very near point of this y, you have to pick the pen, you have to lift the pen, then you can go to the next point in the left hand side, then you can plot the left hand line. It means what? After lifting the pen, you are plotting the graph. That's why again function is not continuous at x is equal to 0. It means what? We have discussed two graphs where you are lifting the pen to plot the graph. That's why function is not continuous. Now here is a definition regarding continuity. Suppose f is a real function on a subset of the real numbers. Let C be a point in the domain of f. Then f is continuous at C if limit at x is equal to x tending towards to C on function fx will be equal to f of C. What's the meaning of this? If you elaborate it, then you can write if left hand limit, right hand limit, both are equal to the value of f of C. Suppose I'm talking about the limit x tending towards to 0, then what? Then what I can write here like this, just a minute. Suppose we are talking about limit x tending towards to 0. If I want to check whether the function is continuous or not, then you have to check limit x tends to 0 positive right hand limit to the function this, and limit x tends to 0 negative on the function, and the limit and the value of all these limits, all two limits, and the value of the function at x is equal to 0. If all three are equal, then you will say that function is continuous at x is equal to 0. Let's take second. Let's write one more. Suppose you want to check the continuity at x is equal to 2. What's the meaning of this? It means limit x tends to 2, right limit, positive sign. You have to find out. Then limit x tends to 2, negative, left hand limit to the function fx, and the value of the function at point 2. All three values will be equal, then function will be continuous at x is equal to 2. Any of one if not equal, then function is discontinuous. We'll discuss few points, few important points regarding this also. Let's take next example. Let us study more examples. If x is not equal to 1, then y will be equal to 1. If x is 1, then y is 2. I have plotted now, frame the table here on. And now I have plotted here the values. According to the values, x is 0, then y is 1. X is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and so on. Then again the value is always 1. Plot the line, this one. And plot the line. Just take, yes, plot the line, this one. Yes, this one line. And at x is equal to 1, y is 2. At x is equal to 1, y is 2. Here, this one point. This is the value when x is 1, then y is 2. It means what? Here is the break in between the graph. Because when the graph is break in between it means you can't plot the graph without lifting the pen. Up to this you can plot, but again you have to lift and then plot the graph further. It means what? Function is not continuous at x is equal to 1. Because at x is equal to 1, the value is 2. But from the left hand side, when you approach, it is 1. When you are approaching from right hand side, again it is 1. But when x is x is 1, then y is equal to 2. It means what? I have written here, limit otherwise 1, and the value of x is equal to 1 is 2. So what? Limit and the value at x is equal to 1, both are not equal. So what? Function is not continuous. You can observe it from the graph, and you can numerically can do this question like this. Now observe the following graphs and give the answer. I just want to discuss a little bit. I have to discuss. Now further, you have to do 2 or 3 questions regarding this, whether the function is graph or function is continuous or not continuous. Okay. Just discuss one graph. For the 2 or 3 graphs, you will do your own. Suppose here is a graph when the value, you have to calculate value x tending towards 2 from right hand side and from left hand side, and the value x tending towards 2 on the function fx means both limits. Already I have written positive, 2 negative. Now here let's discuss when you are approaching to the x is equal to 2 on this graph. Let's check it from the right hand side. So what is the value of y? It means fx. What is the value of fx? You are getting that is 3. You are getting 3. When you are approaching from left hand side towards the 2, then you are again getting the value 3. But at x is equal to 2, what is the value? It is open here. It means what? At 2, function is not defined. It is not defined here. So what? At x is equal to 2, you can't get the value. Left and right, both limits are equal. Whether you can say the function is continuous? No, because at x is equal to 2, limit is not equal. X is equal to 2 value, and the value at the limit both are not equal. That's why function is not continuous. Or you can see from the graph, graph cannot be plotted without lifting the pen. So what? Function is discontinuous. Now do 2 or 3 further graphs. I have given 2 or 3 graphs for you. Yes, do these questions you're on. Find out left hand limit, right hand limit, and at the particular point which is given to you, whether these 3 are equal or not. If these 3 are equal, then function is continuous. Otherwise, function is not continuous. Do your own. Try to find out the answers of these 2 questions, second and third. Now, few important concepts which we discussed above, I have written here. Just go through the points. The function f fails to be continuous at x is equal to c for any of the following reason. Here are few points I have given to you, which just told you whether function is continuous or not continuous, especially discontinuous case. When it will be discontinuous, you can go through the points. F is not defined at x is equal to c. F of c does not exist. First case, if function is not defined at x is equal to c, in case limit does not exist, you can't say function is continuous. Second case, limit at x tends to c, fx does not exist if either of the left hand limit, either of the right hand limit, or both. If the function, both limits does not exist, in case you will say function is not continuous. whether it is left hand limit or whether it is a right hand limit. In the third case, if both limits exist but they are not equal, both limit exist, left hand limit, right hand limit, both exist, but both having value, but both values are not equal, then you will say that function is not continuous. Third point, limit x tends to c f x exists, but that is not equal to the value of f of c. Limit exists. In previous case, limit exists but not equal. Here, limit exists. Both values are equal. Left and right, both values are equal, but they are not equal to the value f of c. Then again, function is not continuous. Another one, if right hand limit is not equal to f of c, if left hand limit exists but not equal to f of c, again function is not continuous. When limit x tends to c to the function fx exists but either f of c does not exist, it means it is a removable discontinuity. Sometimes two types of discontinuities are there, one which can be removed or which cannot be removed. Now here I have told you limit x tends to c to the function fx exists, but either f of c does not exist, the value of f of c does not exist. It means that this is a removable discontinuity. Otherwise, in other cases, you will say that discontinuity is a non-removable discontinuity. Okay. Now here we'll discuss few questions. Suppose function fx is equal to sine x upon x plus cos x, where x is not equal to 0, and it is 2 when x is equal to 0. It means that x is equal to 0, the value of y is 2. If left hand limit and right hand limit of the function both are the having value 2, then the function is continuous, otherwise function is not continuous. Now check what is the value from for the limit. This limit x tending towards to 0 to the function fx. Fx is what? When x is not equal to 0, it is tending towards 2. Tending towards 2 means either from left or right. It means function is sin x upon x plus cos x. Now apply the limit on it. On the first part, when you apply limit, you will get the sin x upon x, limit x tends to 0, it is 1. And when limit x tends to 0 on cos x, it is also 1. It is 1 plus 1, it is 2. And the value at x is equal to 0 is also 2. So what? Then both are equal. The function is continuous at x is equal to 0. If the function f defined on fx is equal to 1 minus cos cx, c is any constant, upon x sin x, where x is not equal to 0 and x is equal to 0, y is equal to half. Now, if x is not equal to 0, it means when you tending from left or right, you have to take the function 1 minus cos cx upon x sin x. If x is equal to 0, then the value of y will be equal to half. Okay, x is 0, f of 0 will be equal to half. Now find out the limit. Whenever function is of 0.0 form, as you have studied, you have to simplify the question first, then put the limit. 1 minus cos cx, rationalize the numerator, you will get what? 1 plus cos cx upon 1 plus cos cx, and apply the formula a plus b minus b in the numerator. You are getting a square minus b square. That will be sine square cx upon x sin x into 1 plus cos cx. Now, sine square cx can be written as like this: sine cx upon cx into c whole square. And that 1x goes outside of this. That is x upon sine x. And this is 1 upon 1 plus cos cx. Now apply the limit. This becomes 1. Because when x tends to 0, then cx also tending towards to 0. So what? Sine cx upon cx will be 1 into c. This is c square minus, sorry, c square into 1 upon 1 plus 1. That is c square upon 2. Now for the function f to be continuous at x is equal to 0, let fx is equal to f of 0, then c square upon 2 is equal to 1 by 2. The value of c will be equal to c square is equal to 1, then c is equal to plus minus 1. If the function is continuous, it means you can put the limit of the function and the value at that point, both will be equal and you will get the unknown value. For what value of lambda is a function fx? Lambda into x square minus 2x, x is less than equal to 0. Greater than 0, you have to take 4x plus 1 as y. Now, at x is equal to 0, what is the value of the function? Calculate. At x is equal to 0, yes, at x is equal to 0, this is the value, yes, f of 0, that is equal to 0. Lambda into 0, that is equal to 0. When you are taking right hand limit, positive sign, then you have to take here this function. Y will be 4x plus 1. Here I am taking 4k plus 1. This is k or x? This is x, yes. 4x plus 1, yes. Then put the value 0 here. 4 into 0 plus 1, you are getting 1. Then right hand limit will be equal to 1. For left hand limit, this is a left hand limit sign, 0 negative. Then you have to take this function. It is given to you when x is less than 0, you have to take the function y is equal to lambda times of x square minus 2x. Now put the value of x0 in this function. You are getting lambda into 0. Again, you are equal to 0. F to be continuous at x is equal to 0 if left hand limit, right hand limit, both are equal to the value at x is equal to 0. Now check it. In the left hand side, you are getting 0 value. In right hand side, you are getting 1. And at 0, you are getting 0. Whether these are equal? No. 1 is not equal to 0, which is wrong. So what? If I have write down like this, just check it. If lambda into 0 is equal to 1 and equal to that is 0, at x is equal, this is 0. Okay. For what value of lambda you can make the statement equal? Whether you can take any value of lambda which makes the function all the values equal, these three values equal. No. No value of lambda can make the function continuous. You can't take any value of lambda which makes function continuous, which makes the three values equal. So what? So no value of lambda can take function continuous at x is equal to 0. Now here you have to check the further case, that is the, let's clear it. Yes, for the further at x is equal to 1, you have to check. Now first of all, you have to check here when x is greater than 0. It means when you are taking any of x which is greater than 0, then you have to take the function y is equal to 4x plus 1. Then it means x is equal to 1, then function will be, you have to take, that is y is equal to 4x plus 1. Here I have taken 4x plus, I have 4x plus 1. Then at x is equal to 1, 4 into 1 plus 1, that is equal to 5. And when you are calculating function, that limit of the function at 1, you are getting 5. And if the value at 1 you are calculating it to 5, both are equal. It means what? Function is continuous at x is equal to 1 for all values of lambda, because the value of lambda doesn't affect on it. Now second case is what? This is the first case which we have studied, x is equal to 1. Now at x is equal to minus 1. Calculate the value at x is equal to minus 1. Calculate the value at x is equal to minus 1. Yes, at x is equal to minus 1. Less than 0, you have to take the function lambda times of x square minus 2x. This function I have taken. Now put the value x is equal to minus 1, because you are checking at x is equal to minus 1. Simplify it, you are getting 3 lambda. If you are calculating limit on this function, again you have to take the function lambda times of x square minus 2x. Again, you put x is equal to -1 when you're tending towards to -1. Again, you are getting 3 lambda. Both are equal. So what? Function is continuous at x is equal to -1. It means function is continuous at 1, function is continuous at -1, but function is not continuous at x is equal to 0 for any value of lambda. So you can do the questions regarding continuity, checking the continuity of the function, discontinuity of the function. Try few questions I have given in the PDF on page number, this previous page. Just I have show you. Yes, do these questions. I have given you these questions will give expertise. If you do these questions, it means what you are able to understand what is the continuity, how to check the continuity and discontinuity of the function. Do these questions. Try to do exercise fancy RT, exercise 5.1. In next video, we will discuss few questions from exercise 5.1. First of all, you have to solve your own. Try few questions, get an idea whether you can do or not to do. If you can do, it means you are able to understand the concept. Thank you. Have a nice day. Have a knowledgeable day.